Roll film. Welcome to Tush Twins, heard exclusively on MalcolmPresents.com, a streaming platform heard around the world and beyond. Anyway, welcome, guys. On the top, you see Max, and on the bottom, we see the redhead or Paula or Rusty or
I'm
whatever the
on
hell
the
you want
top
to
of
call
my
it.
phone. On my
I'm on the
computer, I'm on
bottom.
top.
You're seeing us different than what that I'm seeing.
You see,
Because
Maxine's on the bottom.
I see you on the bottom and Malcolm on the upper left and
Left,
me on the
yeah.
upper right.
Well, on
And he's
my
seeing it.
screen, you're on top, Max. You're on top.
Yeah.
I'm top left. I'm on the top right, my right, and Paula, she's down.
Nope.
No, I'm never
I have it
down.
I have it reversed. But anyway.
But the
So
question is, who
yeah,
is right? Okay, anybody
so we're
watching
the
the
Tush
show?
twins, right?
Anybody
We're the
watching the
Yeah.
show? Please let us know how your screen looks. You
right.
can
Oh,
text
yes,
me at
please.
Let us
Let
know
us
how your
know.
screen.
malcolmpresents@gmail.com. Let me know how your
Okay.
screen is. Anyway, guys, what's happening?
Well, in our Tush Twin world, we've had a very interesting week.
Mhm.
We've had a lot of good things, a couple
Excellent
of
things.
like meh things. Um, I'll start with the good stuff. Uh, engagement.
Engagement.
Yes.
My son, the cuckoo's,
My
godson.
godson.
So
My
so the
godson.
god Maja and the Maja are here. He got engaged on last Sunday, to the
Mazel tov, as they say in
beautiful and lovely Sarah.
Mazel
She's
Mazel
gorgeous.
tov, as they say in
Lovely
Finland.
girl.
And her sister was here. And then I find out last
Lovely.
night, guess who's going to Finland? Hello.
Oh, you are? When?
They're having an engagement party in Finland. They want us to go. This would be in like the end of June, end of June, because
Okay.
they're going to take me to Lake Como for my part of my 70th birthday present.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna go to Helsinki and then to Milan.
Ah,
You're just going for
Well,
George Clooney. You don't care about Lake
I hope
Como.
he's there. I hope he's there. I hope
You don't care about the
I
lake.
hope some good guys are there, with like cutie
well,
faces.
I tell if he's on there, get him on the show for crying out loud.
Oh, I'm sure he'll jump at the chance.
I mean, he likes to help
The
the unfortunate.
downtrodden.
Downtrodden.
I don't think the place I'm staying, if I told him, would think we were downtrodden. I don't even know the name, but it's supposed to be quite the place. But anyway, that so far it looks that way, and we have to book flights. I don't know. That just happened. I didn't even tell you.
Yay.
No,
So anyway, so we have two babies. You want to tell us about your great
Well,
nephew?
last week was my nephew, Marco. Hello. Was
Polo.
born.
You
Marco Adam Carlone.
you don't have to give the whole names, but just the first
Marco
two.
Marco Allen. Every time I say Marco, I have to
Polo,
say
Polo.
Polo,
Marco.
Polo.
And then he's a gorgeous young man. He's beautiful. And then last night, what's
No, it was
today's date? The
yesterday. No,
17th?
he was the day before.
The day
Yeah,
before. It was Sunday, the
Walter. Yeah.
17th. His name is Walter
No, he was
Elliott.
the sixth. He was the 16th. Today's
16th. That's the same
right.
birthday as
Today's the
his
18th.
uncle Adam.
Oh
So it's the
God.
16th. He's
Okay.
born on Monday night, and he's so cute too. Oh my God. All these kids are adorable.
Show the picture you had.
Oh,
So then
yeah.
I get a text last night that my nephew Ami and his wife Sarah doing the hard work, gave birth to Ilana. Eliana,
Aw,
actually.
Ileana.
And
Eliana.
but Ellie, because that's gonna happen. And she has like three names actually. But little girl, almost 7 pounds, and not many girls. The boys seem to be at this point, a lot of
All
boys.
boys in my family.
The Margos, mostly boys. I mean,
Hmm.
so
Well,
yeah. Oh my
Oh,
Mar-
God. This is Marco?
no, this is not Marco. This is Marco. Yes, Marco. Well,
Marco
this is
Polo.
Marco Adam. Isn't he the key? Look at those chubby cheeks. Don't you want to
He,
just? Ah.
he's
He was born
adorable.
last week.
He is like the
Let me
cutest.
see Eliana.
Eliana, now I gotta find Eliana here. Hold
And
on.
this is the one that was born on Monday night on the 16th.
Let me see. They
This
sent me
is
a
Walter Elliott. He's going to be either a writer or a reporter, or I said to Maxine, maybe a police commissioner.
I don't know if I'm getting it
Oh,
good.
look at
yeah,
that.
okay.
Look at
Hold it like
that
that.
face. What a Shayna. Oh, we can make a
She
match, a shit up.
Oi, look
You
at
should-
this, a shidduch. Oi,
A
on the
shit up.
air, right here.
Right,
Babies.
right here on
So
Tush
like
Twins.
I'm gonna say, since my son got engaged, mentioned by you guys at some point in the future. I want to have twins, get it over with, and then
Well, you want to be a grandmother. I know that.
I have, well, now officially Bluey is my grand dog, I can say now. So
Yes, he is.
Bluey, and you met Bluey, isn't he the
Yes, he's
cutest?
cute.
He's a face man. So anyway, so we had all good stuff. Uh I'll go through another good thing, because right now Malamars are on the shelf. I know you
I
really
know.
can't
I
eat too
can't eat
many,
them.
but I have 2 boxes in my house. And well, another thing you can't eat, I'm sorry, is like apple cider donut season.
Well, I have
I
a
can't, I
question.
know.
I have a question on Malamars. Number one, do you keep them in the refrigerator?
Yes.
Yes.
In the freezer. I
Number
take one box in the freezer, one in the
Now, one,
fridge.
number
I like
two,
I keep one out if we're eating.
how
I
how
don't eat
how
that many of them.
how do you eat them?
I bite
I
into
just
them. I
right
used
into
to
it,
eat the
man.
cookie part first,
I
but
don't do
now I
that.
just let the marsh everything
Mm.
No,
like that.
what I do, I haven't had it for years. What I do,
Malamars, that's yeah.
what I do is I peel off the
The
chocolate
chocolate,
outside on the marshmallow.
yeah, I used
No,
to do that.
Then
no.
I take my tongue and I
You're
stick it under the
so.
marshmallow to get the marshmallow out of the cookie.
Oh God, why? Just
Then
why?
then I take the rim of the cookie
La la la.
and peel off the rim.
I have the
So now I
name.
have the marshmallow and the cookie
Chocolate
and
and that's interesting.
Well, I think that we have the title of the show now: Babies and Deconstructing Malamar.
yeah,
Malamars.
yeah.
This is the first year in 70 years I didn't have a Malamar.
Well,
My two favorite cookies were Malamars
if you had a
and
Hmm.
bite, would that be a bad thing? Just
Fig
a bite?
Newtons.
Just a bite?
Oh, that's my number one cookie.
Oh, she
Fig
loves
Darn
Fig
Newton,
Newtons.
tootin'. I
Mm,
love Big
Fig Newton.
Newtons. Oh my God, it's like the best cookie in the whole world.
Yeah.
yeah. So we
And
got
how do
off
you eat
on
your Big Newtons?
me. I just bite
No.
into it. Unlike you two yo-yos, the only thing I would ever do to take apart was an Oreo. I would
Well,
turn it
that
and take that
everybody
apart.
does that.
Everyone does that, but I don't do like whatever you did on your
Well, the
Malamars. And
Fig
what do
Newton that
you
I
do
have
to?
is when it's in the refrigerator is
Yeah.
on either end of it on the sides. I take off the crust on the side,
Oh,
and then I
I
What does
just,
that do? I mean,
the-
why?
well that gives it there's crust on the top and the bottom. Then I start working on that with my bottom teeth. It
I don't.
lasts. I savor it
Oh, is
because
that the thing?
the
if
savoring. I
if
like the
I
marshmallow part
yeah,
altogether. I just love
if
the
I
marshmallow.
if I just ate it like I would normally eat it, I could eat 4 boxes of both cookies.
Right. Well, I like
I
Fig
eat
Newtons, but
one a day.
I haven't
And one a
had.
day,
We had we
one
had the
box or
Malam.
one cookie.
One cookie.
We have 2 boxes of Malamar. It's been sitting on my dining room table for a week.
I
No,
could never do
we
that.
didn't. We didn't touch
Sorry,
it yet.
guys.
Didn't touch it. So,
That's like me with jelly rings. I have one a day when I used to eat them a lot.
yep.
Just one.
Well, Passover is the only time I eat them.
Oh, I can
So
eat them all year round.
I know you, because you're wacko.
Joya jelly. I love the Joya
Um,
jelly bars even better. Joya
the
jelly
jelly
bars.
bars.
Do you remember we used to get that by the
Joya
box?
jelly bars?
Yes. They were like
Well,
They were
talk,
round. They were like this big. They were good.
I
And they
remember
used
them.
to be big. Malamars, did you notice, since we're talking the subject, we're going away from what we're supposed to talk
we're
about?
not going to get to
Did you,
anything. I even wrote that.
did
I don't
you
even care.
notice that Malamars every year get smaller and smaller?
Oh, that's because
Everything gets smaller and
you know whose
smaller.
fault it is. They raise the price and they make it less.
Smaller,
But
yes.
that's not anyone's, it's the Democrats' fault. Biden did it.
I knew that.
Did you know that? Just
I didn't
remember
know, but now I
he
realize
directed
why.
the Malamars to get smaller and to just
And it's all his fault that chickens are
I, I,
going
I
up
I
in
thought it was the
price
Haitians'
eggs.
fault.
Oh
what?
no, that's the Haitians' fault or barbecuing dogs
And cats too.
and cats.
But you know what they say that I didn't realize it till the other day when I heard the story that the Haitians are legal immigrants. They were
Yeah,
they were
Yes.
legally entered this country because from what Trump and Vance said, it
And they're
seemed like they
working.
were they were
They
they
pay
were
taxes.
that they
Yeah.
crossed over the border illegally and then they were shipped over to Springfield. But they were
Well,
they've been
legally
living
put there.
there.
they've been there for a bit. Yeah.
And even the governor, who's a staunch Republican, said
Cut this out.
person's crazy.
Leave these
He
guys
got
alone.
pissed.
Well, I think they came during the hurricane that was there a few years ago.
Yes, they
They had a
did.
hurricane. They had a lot of really
An
bad.
hurricane, then
They
they had
have
this
also a lot of
gang re
wars going on.
Haiti is in bad shape. They have
the gang
gang
revolutions or
war,
whatever.
gangs, and
Earthquakes.
violence and earthquake. I mean, they're just like it's tough to live there.
Wake up,
Excuse
woman.
me, everyone. I can't help it. I'm feeling everything is achy. I'm feeling I had
Did you
surgery. I'm not being rude to everyone, but
wait a
I had
minute?
surgery.
In solidarity to you.
Thank you.
uh
But this is what my finger looked like on Sunday.
I remember.
No, no, you didn't see this.
I didn't see this one.
No.
It's hard to see, but she drew a face on it. Oh, there you go.
Oh,
It was a
I,
giant. Yeah, it was a very big. I could see it. It was a very big,
yeah, you had a
very
happy,
big. It was
you
a
have a happy finger.
yes, I
yeah.
did.
It was underneath. It looked like a Frankenstein finger, though.
Oh my God. It's like I was shocked when they took the
How many
bandage off
stitches
on
they
Monday.
took?
I have like 17 or 18 stitches
And that
in
little
That's a
this
lot.
finger,
little tiny area.
Wow, that's crazy.
And I would still have a drainage,
Oh boy,
but then I had to go get antibiotic drip because I
drip,
have a very bad
drip,
infection.
drip,
So,
drip,
and we're talking
drip.
about healthcare. They told me, and at first I went, amputate my finger. They
eh,
said you may need 2 to 5 drips. And I went, how much is this costing me? Well, it's $11,000 a bath. I went, huh?
That can't be right, actually.
No, that's what they said, $11,000.
I think they
So I
said
went,
it, but they
no.
might
And
have
they
said
said
it.
they just got the approval from Medicare that to pay 80% and AARP is paying
20.
20%. So it's zero money. Where are they coming up with these numbers? They probably paid $10 for each. I had
Yeah, I hate to say
five.
it, but Dr. Les says that they talk about jacking up prices.
That's ridiculous.
Medical stuff is beyond anything that's rational or correct. I mean,
And they said
it
this is
does.
supposed to be the most strongest antibiotic. And they're warning me. They said, well, I'm sitting there, get back or leg pains, and oh, you may get a little dizzy or you may feel nauseous. And just
Oh,
let us
great.
know as you're doing it. But these young girls were so sweet. So I'm sitting there, no backache, no nausea. I'm driving home. I'm talking to you. And I said, okay, I gotta go. I'm driving in the supermarket to the supermarket because all of a sudden I had to pee so bad. I got so nauseous last night at the supermarket. I thought I was gonna puke all over the frozen food.
Uh, well, which food would you
And
like to puke on? pick one.
Hmm.
I don't
But,
know.
but, but
Oh, you did you?
Strawberries.
No, you passed the frozen cats, section.
I like frozen cat bars.
Right.
the frozen what?
Cat
Cat.
bars.
Cat
Frozen cat
bars?
section.
Cat
If you're gonna
sticks.
puke, go to the cat sticks instead of the fish
But
sticks.
then I'm saying, okay, I feel it pass. I sat in the car, I felt a little better. Then all of a sudden I'm driving home and my back spasms out. I had to pull over
Oh,
because my back was in spasms.
wow. Didn't know any of
So,
this.
and everything they said is they should keep their freaking mouth shut. Don't tell me.
Because
Don't tell
sometimes
me
when
these
when
things.
they tell you something, you feel like with my knee, it was like they gave me the shot and it was like, oh, you're gonna get some knee pain. It was like, well, I didn't feel it initially, but then I kept thinking they say I'm having knee pain, and
You
I would
fixate
get
on
You
knee.
it.
think about
Right,
it.
right. You fixate on it, and then let my knee is like, I don't know. It's just
And
crazy.
it's
What got me
painful.
so angry and upset when I was speaking to you was that when they said initially the appointment would be November, you have an infection that's like could cause, you know, bad things. And for them to say come in November
Denver,
after
I would have
knowing,
been
you know,
either because they said infectious disease. So I said to them, are you kidding me? By that time, either my finger will fall off or it's really infectious and I destroy the world because of my one finger. No.
mhm,
So they called me again yesterday. I'm sitting in the doctor's office with the bag dripping all thing, boo boo hand. And then they go to me, oh, I go to the phone, it's the other doctor, and they go
right.
to me, oh, we have an appointment for next week for you.
Yeah,
Could you come
right.
in next Thursday? And I went, I'm already in infectious disease. I'm getting the drip right now. Thank you, but I think you're a little too late. Flick.
Yeah. Yeah, I would,
I was pissed.
I would question stuff like that because to me, I was like, you were telling me this, and I'm like, you got to get an appointment. I was going, you got it. I don't care what you have to do. Have someone call. You
And
got
I
to get an
did.
appointment, and you did, which is because we
I had an hour to get there.
because when you're persistent enough, you'll get your way. A lot of people in their personal health, they don't take control of it. They let the medical system just take
Yeah.
control of them.
Max, I don't know if you tell the story about getting the appointment in 2025.
Yeah, yeah. Right. I needed an appointment. And they go, oh, okay, next year. So I figured, the beginning of the year. It was of August of next year.
Mhm.
It's September now. Are you, like what the hell? And then they give me the story. Well, I mean, and I was looking at stuff because there's not enough doctors in certain fields.
Yeah.
Primary care doctors are the medical students, and they need more students. They don't have enough medical
But the
students.
medical students don't want to go into these
Right.
groups anymore. There's
No,
no private practice anymore.
because
Yeah.
there's no money. They're a salaried employee and they get treated like crap Ola.
Yeah,
I mean, they should start one of my doctors at one of I won't even say it. I don't want to get her on here. But it was indicated to me that they were thinking of trying to start a union. Okay?
they
Doctors.
should. I'm
Doctors
surprised they don't.
because the corporations have taken over. You have Kaiser Permanentes everywhere in
Mhm.
California, right, Malcolm?
Yeah.
Kaiser, you
I,
have Kaiser.
I, I happen to like Kaiser.
Okay, so we
We
have
have Premier Health,
here
Atlantic Health.
we have something called Optum, and we have then all the hospitals have come from the city up here. So you have branches of Columbia Presbyterian, and you have
Mhm.
branches of HSS and branches of, I don't not much NYU up here, but and then Northwell, and these groups own the two closest hospitals to me are Northwell owned now.
Mm.
Mhm.
Well,
And it's
until
crazy.
yeah, until recently, when I'm talking about recently, probably like the last 10 years, when I had I went to my, regular doctor, and if it's a specialist, they would call up the office and request an appointment for the specialist. And generally, I got to see the specialist within a week or two.
Right.
But that
Now,
was what now.
he recommends it, and I have to wait for them to contact me. And if I contact them, I'm waiting 3, 4 months
Yeah.
for a
Yeah.
specialist. But the general practitioner doesn't do anything anymore. He's sort of like a referral point.
Well,
Everything's a
the
specialist.
GPs now have to be your first line of where you're gonna go, but
Yes.
there's not enough of them. And a lot of these quote unquote corporate, medical facilities are basically telling them, because there's not enough of you, you cannot stay with the patient. Used to be you had like up to 40 minutes. Now
Yeah.
it's 20 minutes. 20 minutes to see a patient. I think it's even less than that. But
Yeah, it is.
it's impossible to
It's almost
find.
like going to my therapist, psychotherapist, my
Yeah.
shrink. Okay, 45 minutes are up
Right,
next.
time's up. Right, right. Yeah, but
Yeah.
it doesn't, it just,
So I'm lucky. My heart specialist, my cardiologist, Dr. Shen, she's an amazing woman. Doesn't sometimes we have to wait for her, but 95% of the time she'll sit there and talk about every, and there's no time limit. She doesn't go,
mm,
I need to get to the next patient unless there's an emergency. She
right,
actually takes her time. And my other doctor, Dr. Hansen, that's another one I do a shout out to. He's amazing. He's the one who got me to see this surgeon
right,
immediately
that,
because I was
that,
told, no, I have to wait till Monday or Tuesday. And he got me in, it was Middletown, New York. It was a little over an hour to drive there, but he says, you're going now. I said, but can I do, no,
well,
get in
he
the
must have
car,
seen, must
drive.
have seen what I was thinking. So he said, get your butt, now and
But
get over there.
that's what I used to like about Kaiser. All of the doctors are generally, most of them would be like, I do it in Kaiser Permanente, Panorama City, which is in the valley,
Hmm.
which is a hospital and everything. And if they don't have the specialists there, they'll send me to another Kaiser,
Right.
someplace around the city, not too far, maybe within a half-hour drive.
Yeah. Well, the
Yeah.
problem is there's a huge wait to get appointments.
For
You can't,
specialists.
well, the two women, when their GYN is also a primary because they're check
Hmm.
women's health. I mean, what's been in the news, I didn't see Lawrence O'Donnell last night, but Les said he was crying on the air about that woman who lost her life because they wouldn't do a DNC to save her in Georgia, and they had the police there, and the doctors said they were going to get arrested. Well, they should have gotten arrested and
They should
saved
get
her. They
arrested.
have
How
a
dare they?
Hippocratic oath which would supersede the stupid Supreme Court and the state of Georgia law. How could you do that? You committed murder, actually.
Yeah, they did.
So
Is
that's
that doctor
okay.
going to jail? Is he getting arrested?
It comes from the legal end of things. But how could a
See,
legal thing come into play if someone's life is at stake? And you're a doctor and you take taking the Hippocratic oath now. It's not the
Hypocritic.
yeah,
hypocrite instead of the Hippocratic oath is what's going on. And this is happening more and more and more. And Kamala was saying that in her debate.
yeah.
She's saying women are bleeding out in their cars because they won't be taken into the ER because the doctors won't do it.
They're afraid.
So
Well, shame
that,
on the doctors.
yeah,
Shame,
yeah, shame on the doctors too. Absolutely. You're
without
gonna
a
let a
doubt.
woman die because there's state troopers there? Let them freaking arrest you.
Arrest me. I
And then
would.
and get your freaking get a lawyer.
And
You
then
know,
you have all this news and it'll be on the TV and everyone will cheer
I
for
mean,
you.
right. Well, right now there's a woman who's dead and her 6-year old has no mom
Mother.
because of
When did this
this.
happen? I haven't heard that.
It's been all over the news. It's been in the news.
It's
Um,
disgusting. It's
so
totally
it's how do you
outrageous.
even then get to which candidate you would support? It just you can't, you have to
So,
have your brains frying
so
if they're not.
they're saying that it's okay to murder someone. but not to
Right.
have the baby. You should have the baby, but you should.
Or as he said, they're the babies are being delivered, and after 9 months, they're executing them. He said that in the debate.
I know.
Seriously. I'm not making that up.
No, I
This
heard
is
it.
this
Yeah,
is
I heard
real.
it.
I was mortified. And Kamala's reactions, how do you even react to that in a debate that's being shown across the globe and into, and all over? I just, I don't know what to say anymore. Medical care, and now they're saying the IVF they didn't pass in the Congress to have the and who told them not to do it because he wants to be president and do it and say, look what I did. He's There's danger lurking, and people have to understand that the danger is real, and apparently a good third of the people don't.
Yeah,
So
but
we're
how come we realize this and it's so obvious to us, but yet the people who vote for Trump, they said we don't like him, but we'd rather have him than a Democrat,
Because
than a
the
fascist.
economy, they're saying, it's
it,
the
but
president doesn't
you know
push the
it,
economy.
you
It's the
know
economy and it's Wall Street. Nothing to do with the president. Sorry.
well, the
If the
president,
economy was,
he can try to push things, but it
yeah,
wouldn't
but it
matter
doesn't
because
work
right
all the time.
now, how do you
When you,
tell
the
that
market's good today.
market's good
Well,
and
the stock market is is more than doubled
Yeah,
right,
since Biden has taken over, and yet in his thing he said we're going to go bankrupt. There'll be a run on Wall Street. Wall Street
right.
is better than ever. In fact, too much.
Yeah, they should
I'm
be
not,
happy.
hey,
They
Well,
should,
today
not
I mean,
complaining.
look at your
they're
Not
portfolio.
complaining.
You,
supposed to drop the interest. The Fed's supposed to drop the interest. Is that
The
today?
Fed, they're
Yeah,
doing that today. I mean, I don't know
Supposed to be
thank
what.
like half a
God.
point.
It'll,
I think
yeah,
he's
no,
gonna go.
it's gonna get more.
He's gonna go down a bit, man. I don't know what they've done yet. I'm
It's
trying
probably
to.
about 7 point
Oh wait, hold
something.
on. So,
Oh, you got it?
he dropped. He slashed the interest by half a point.
Half a point.
Mm-hmm.
And
First,
and 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 you
it
know
was
what the
gonna be a
Repu
quarter, but now it's half.
yeah, and you know what the Republicans are going to say? Trump is going to say they did it because they're trying to fix the election.
Yeah,
Of
well, he
Why
did.
didn't
course.
they do it before?
Well, I can't understand, again, as Mitch would say, nothing makes sense and
Hmm.
plenty of it. I just keep using that phrase.
I know.
Gotta get that t-shirt, man. But there's a lot going on, and people get wound up and caught up in their daily life, which I can understand. They're trying to take care of families and kids and work, and there's even the Surgeon General said that parenting is a giant stressor in society. Really?
Really? I didn't know that.
That was it's like, are you kidding? Really? It's a stressor?
Uh,
Oh,
uh,
I mean,
well, as you know that, and it never ends
oh,
because my boys are one's going to
yeah,
be 30, one's going to be
right.
28,
Yeah, my
and I
boy's
still worry
big.
about them.
Me too. We worry about the kids. They're always your kids, no matter
Yeah.
what.
And I know you do when your what son is 35, 34.
6, 36,
Hmm.
double high. Yeah,
Double con.
of
No.
course, I'm always thinking about him and making, want to make sure he's okay. And you
I'm
like
very
to make
proud of E, and he is okay. He's
yeah,
doing amazing.
Yeah.
There's
and
nothing
you're
you could say.
right, and your, nephews and nieces, and now you have great nephews, but no great niece yet. We
No
started
great knees.
I actually
No
have
one.
now with Eliana
Oh, I
now I
do.
have who
I do have three great nieces.
right, older.
Ronnie's older kids,
Right. Oh,
Darcy and Danika's
they're
two
all
kids.
right, right, right.
Yes.
That's true. You
So,
do have girls on that side of it.
yes.
But
But one of them is now becoming a boy, and the other one is living with,
oh,
that's Darcy's too.
Your
oh,
niece is going to be your nephew.
Yeah.
we're gonna have to talk about that on the next show. That's a hot topic now, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, that I can't imagine what uh eh, she she's gonna be a boy. Is that what you said?
Mhm. She
I
wants to transition to a boy.
So is she identifying
Ron,
as a boy now?
Olivia, I think it's Olivia. She wants to become a boy. His name
Oliver.
is Oliver now.
Okay.
And um
How
the
old is
old
she? How old is she?
19.
Mhm.
Hmm.
And the older one is just gay. She has a girlfriend, they're living together. So I don't think I'll have great grandnieces or anything soon.
No,
Well,
I
no,
don't think
well, you
so.
might because of the thing known as adoption.
It
Right.
could. That would be wonderful
And
either way.
IVF, but who would know? They're trying to
But
get
I'd
rid of
be
me
very,
still.
very happy either way. Whoever he or she is,
As
them,
long as you know,
as
it's
long
gonna
as they're
be
happy, I'm for them 100%.
it's gonna be very
It's a
hard.
strange world
It's
out
a
there.
very it's gonna be
It's
very
gonna
hard
be
for him.
difficult. Yeah.
I feel very bad, because I
And they live in
know.
Maine.
Oh, oh God.
Well,
Yeah.
that's why they're called maniacs.
There's a
Well, we've
maniac,
called them for
maniac.
years maniacs.
Yep.
Anyway, guys,
Well,
Oh,
you realize our
oh,
time is up.
good. I'm
all right.
sweating.
Okay. Well, my last note is to the Emmys. The
Okay.
Bear is not a comedy. The Bear is a drama. Do not put that show in a comedy division anymore. That is outrageous because it took away from comedies that should have been
Been
getting
there.
their due. When the show is great, the Bear is great, the acting is amazing, and they should be in the right category because they did take away from the
Yeah,
people who
that's what the basic critique of the Emmy was that
uh, it,
they were put in the wrong
it should
category.
The
never. I
wrong
mean,
category.
they go, it's a dark comedy. No, this is not a
It's
dark
not.
comedy. The Bad Monkey is a dark comedy on
But do you
Apple.
realize we've been nominated for one of the top 10 Zoom shows?
Yeah, of course. We're
You
zooming
were?
around.
Yeah,
We're
according
in
to
the
my
top 10.
poll.
Yeah, and yesterday Jimmy Kimmel said that he won the Emmy for his show. He said he was rigged. He was doing a whole thing on it. It was hysterical. He was so funny yesterday. I hope I taped it because I fell asleep. And he had George Clooney on. How do I miss that?
Oh,
How would I fall asleep?
Well,
I
Uh,
was asleep by
go,
10 o'clock.
go over
yeah.
to YouTube and they'll have
Yeah,
excerpts
no,
of it.
I'll get it on yeah, I can get it the next day. So,
Anyway, guys, it's
well,
time to say goodbye.
feel better.
Paula,
Take care
feel
of your
better.
yeah, take care.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
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 All right.
Bye-bye.
Now you have a lot to talk about in the show.
That's right.
Boo-boo. All right. It's all right.
It's all right.
It's all
All right.
right.
And Max,
Yeah.
learn Finnish.
Uh, Kito.
Yeah,
Oh, oh, this is
You
good.
I'm gonna have to learn
anyway,
Finnish,
guys,
some of
have a
it
great
anyway.
week.
That's
And you've
okay.
been listening to Tush Twins
The
on
Tush
heard
Twins.
exclusively on malcolmpresents.com. Tune in next week for
Woo!
another exciting
Yeah,
shows.
exciting episode. All
Bye.
right. Ciao. Feel good.
Name.